Tom Brady drops back. Wide open Antonio Brown. You can't leave this guy wide open. Go ahead and throw it up there, AB. I know that guy's happy to be next to Tom Brady. Alex Smith on the sideline checking in. Heineke, who was balling out.
There you go.
They are putting something to another contract. Oh, wow, look at the dive for the end zone. There you go, Chase Young. Point him out.
Chase is his height, man.
Look at that. That's why that young kid is a captain. Running the football. Leonard Fournette getting in the zone. Tampa Bay, do your dance, big dog. There you go. Tom Brady congratulating Chase Young on a great season. Bucs win 31-23. Tom Brady 381 yards, 2 touchdowns, and ready for the next round. Tom Brady, what you got to say about this one, brother?
It was a tough, hard-nosed game. Washington had a lot of fight in them. We had opportunities to pull away and just couldn't quite do it. Didn't score enough points in the red area. So certainly a lot to improve on, but great to get a win. You'd love to play great every game. I think it's good to win and advance. And, if we don't play well next week, we're not gonna be happy. So glad we won. Glad we got another week of work, and we're gonna go in there and try to do a much better job this week, and get ready for whoever our opponent is. It's gonna be a good one, and we're gonna have to go play great football.
Yes, you will, Tom Brady. The team that you might be facing is right here, the New Orleans Saints in the Superdome. Drew Brees getting Michael Thomas back. First time, 3 games, and Thomas gets the first score of the
How about you guard that guy? Everybody in the world knows he's going to get the ball.
You can't guard Mike. We've learned. That's it.
He got the first slime ever.
That was it. He was the first slime ever. This was the play that changed everything. 7-0, a trick play. Javon Wims.
You got it until you don't.
But what happened?
I think he went to the movies before the game.
Last time he played the Saints, Javon
Butter popcorn.
He was.
Butter popcorn.
He was. This is that, Kyle.
No, I don't.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, then you thought it was going to be a retaliation. You hit him again.
Rejected when they played in Week 8. Obviously had words.
Not a good look.
And guess what? Redemption did not come with that drop, unfortunately, and this was all week 8. We're showing a lot of Week 8. Can we get back to the wild card round here? Gosh.
Hey, this is Anthony Miller then. Watch again.
There's Anthony Miller.
Gardner Johnson, what is he saying to guys, man?
He also had Mike Thomas punch him. 3 guys have punched C.J. Gardner-Johnson. He must talk great stuff.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, my God.
Get under player's skin. Here is Drew Brees. A little dump off to Latavius Murray, friend of the show.
Oh, that's not fair. He wasn't supposed to get the ball. He was a blocker on that play.
T-Train!
That was the T-Train celebration.
Actually, it's the Tay-Train. Tay-Train.
Fourth quarter, we got to put the game on ice. Kamara, up the middle, touchdown. No Roquan Smith yesterday. You could tell. It hurt. Matt Nagy is supposed to be an offensive guru, or he is an offensive guru. There was not much offense.
Do the dance. That's what I'm
doing the gritty up in the Breeze box. Bring on Brady. Hello, young fans. You'll get them. 21-9. Jimmy Graham had what was sort of a walk-off, one-handed touchdown, kind of ran out of the building, and that was that. 21-9. Saints roll. Saints win. But the first question to Mitch Trubisky after the game was about his future in the Windy City.
I think I could definitely see myself back here next year. Obviously, a lot of that's out of my control, but it feels like home, and it feels like we have unfinished business. And right now, I'm really just bummed about how the season being over and how the game went. So a lot of emotions going on right now, but I could see that.
The Chicago Bears were outclassed on both sides of the ball in this one. I struggle to put it all or most on Mitchell Trubisky. But let's talk about the Bears side of things. We will talk about the Saints all morning long here. Of course, they advance to take on Tom Brady and the Buccaneers in the divisional round. Ian, what's Mitchell Trubisky's future in Chicago? What does it look like this morning?
Well, it seems to me, and I understand the words of Mitch Trubisky saying he could see himself back. To me, based on the people I've spoken with, it's a little more uncertain than that. No guarantee that Mitch Trubisky is back. And just think about the things that he's dealt with or been handed or caused during his time in Chicago that has gone from, him being the franchise quarterback to now, we aren't so sure. Did not have his 5th-year option picked up. Usually not a good sign for the quarterback. and was benched earlier in the season. Had some good moments, certainly had some good games at the end of the season. Didn't play great in Week 17. Did not lead his team to victory at all. And certainly when you lead an offense that is as stagnant as they were yesterday, the thought of bringing him back, even on a short-term extension, is, again, I would say uncertain. We'll see what the Bears decide to do, what options they have at quarterback. Is there someone better? Is there a better choice than Mitchell Trubisky? I wouldn't say right now it's not happening. I would just say it's far more up in the air than it sounded like with Trubisky sitting at the podium.
The drop by Wims was devastating. The defense couldn't keep the Saints off the field in the second half. But I do think and agree, Ian, that it sort of accentuated the need of the Chicago Bears to find a long-term solution at quarterback. And there's half of this table thought the Saints was going to win this game on this side, and we were both from Chicago. So thank you, Ian. Kyle, you picked the Saints. I picked the Saints. What do you make of Mitchell Trubisky in the future?
It's strange. Mitchell Trubisky led a 99-yard touchdown drive, and I think it's the last down he'll ever play for the Bears. It's crazy. 99 yards, touchdown walk, and I think it's done. Ian says he doesn't know yet. It's not clear. I don't know yet either. I would be very surprised if he was back. And personally, just as someone who's a Bears enthusiast, I'm ready for him to not be back. They really? Objectively got completely outplayed. They had no shot in that game. Now, the drop by Wims was tough. But even if you watch the game, after that drop, it's like the air came out of Trubisky. He didn't have it. He had no juice. He runs out of bounds short on a fourth down in the playoffs. He got hammered for. There were calls for Nick Foles in this game in the fourth quarter. I think he's played his last down as a Bear. That's just my guess. But also as someone who follows the team, I'm ready for it to be the last.
You root for him, though, right? To have a resurgence somewhere else?
Absolutely. Incredible guy. Always says the right thing. It's just he doesn't always make the right play. We've had 4 years of this. I think it's time.
And Ian's laying out the options. Here's what you basically can do. Because they didn't pick up his extension, he's a free agent right now. Now you can franchise tag him, which means you're paying him $30 million next year for 1 year. And do you really need another year to find out what he is? You've had him for 4 years. Or you walk away and you say, okay, what the Titans did with Mariota, what the Buccaneers did with Jameis Winston, and say, let's find something else. Let's start anew. I don't think the Titans or the Buccaneers are kicking themselves not having Mariota. They knew what Mariota and Winston were for 4 years in that building. I feel it's kind of the same thing here with Mitch. He had 2 weeks. He had the Packers game at home with the winning in, didn't deliver, and then he had yesterday, which, gosh,